Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for joining me, Lorian, for your December reading. This is on live on my phone because the laptop issue is still ongoing. But I'm hoping to get one by New Year's. So thank you everybody for your support so far and your patience with me. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I hope you've clicked the bell so you can get the information every time I upload a video. Alright, so let's just have a look and see what's coming through for you in December. It feels a lot like there's a lot going on for various signs, never really the same, which is different. Normally the energy can be quite similar, but this is for Leo Moon, Leo Sun, and Leo Rising. This is a general reading for all of those, so if you'd like a private reading, the link is below. 2019 readings are going to be available soon, so you can always contact me. Alright. Oh, okay. Hermit to start with. Now, the Hermit comes through with a great energy, to be honest with you. This kind of brings forward an introspection, a sense of, I know who I am, and I'm going to learn a little bit more about myself, actually. So that's something that I think you're going to be doing in the darker months of December for the Northern Hemisphere. For the lighter months in the Southern, I think you're still going to go through a period of, understanding a little bit more about who you are, taking some time to be alone, taking some time to kind of wander in the wilderness or just reconnect with nature a little bit more personal way than maybe you have recently. But I do feel like there's a lot going on for you in regards to this sort of searching and the solitude that's nice for you, not cut off from people, not emotionally unavailable, just that feeling of, okay, time out of the spotlight rather than in it. And I think that's going to be your key for actually coping with December, is just to kind of scale back, kind of make sure that you don't have everything on, full all the time. I mean, I'm just going to move this slightly so you may be able to see more of the cards, but, nothing on full all the time, got to be all go. This will ruin your energy, and I think that's something that you're kind of learning or have learned here. So going into next year, where it's pretty much a free-for-all, full energy, I get an Aquarius vibe from next year, to be honest. It feels like there's a lot going on for you, and I think that you are going to be quite surprised by what's going on actually. And also this person, so this is the King of Swords. This could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. The king just means, it's not the gender of it, it just means that this person is a very clear thinking, intellectual person, can sometimes come across as cold, sometimes has an issue with where they're going in life, because they have a very strong kind of, I'm going to shoot this arrow and follow my dreams and all this, but it can also be a little bit like very direct towards it. And I think their playfulness comes into question here. It's very hard to get them grounded. And I think you may struggle with an air person in your life to get grounded with them. It could be a lover, it could be somebody in your family, it could even be a boss who's being a bit of a, annoying person. And I think that this is going to go okay for you, though. I don't see anything as yet to say you need to run away, you need to do this, you need to change this, and you need to be go, go, go. For now, it says, you may have struggles with this person, but you're doing the work on your inner self. And this work on your inner self is really going to assist you when you want to move forwards. And the card you have next is the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be a very strong Pentacles in your life. This, again, no gender, but it is somebody who is calm, down to earth, very motherly. On the other hand, it could also mean that you're trying to change something about your look. You may want to change something in your household to reflect how you feel inside. After you've done all this sort of inner working, maybe you want to get rid of loads of trinkets or loads of clutter that's around you. Things that you don't really need anymore, that you've kind of pushed to one side. And it could even be that you change your look, you change your hair, you change the way you are, you change your dress, change your car, something like that. It just feels like, okay, this is me. I'm going to be more conscious of X, Y, Z about me. I'm not going to let this swords person put me down, because sometimes they can be so blunt to the point of you go, ow, my ego. You know, it could be that somebody's very, very blunt, but I think that this is kind of like a failing for them at some point. It's almost like they are going so hard or so critical that they are missing out on you. And it's not just their job to be critical if they're a boss. It's not just their position to be doing this. This is something that is kind of personal and it's not what you need. So you kind of push that person aside. Even so, I think that you are going to make leaps and bounds for this month of December. Just be aware that, you know, you may need to kind of push some people away, keep others close, and balance out the rest. For these two, could even be a couple, to be honest. But we'll see. Ooh, the new beginning calls. That's why you're doing some inner working. So this new beginning is very much about that sort of power victory. Sometimes it's about putting your truth on the table and leaving it there for whoever wants to, you know, understand it. If you say the truth to somebody, if you give them your absolute time and trouble, and you're saying to this person, look, I need to do such and such, I need to do this, I'm not happy with this, this is a deal breaker, I'm not going to be doing this, XYZ, and they go away, you have really lost. You have spoken your truth, they were not able to handle it. Separation of some kind, so it may be a separation of an idea or an ideal that you had, and also I feel that there is some kind of career change coming in here. Definitely some different energies coming in, and I feel like you are going to make headway now. There's a feeling of this, all right, joker's up. That feel like, you know, I've done enough playing around now, I mean business. So this is a kind of your path through life. It feels like you're doing some really introspective thinking in order to make sure that the path you take is one that you feel proud of, is one that you feel driven to. And even with this one here, the Knight of Swords is very opinionated, very hasty. It could be somebody who's pushing because of the King here. It could be somebody who's pushing you to go their way or the highway. And in that respect, I know where you're going to tell them to go. You're going to say, keep on going, I'm not going to do anything for you. Because it feels as though you're kind of pushing or being pushed. And to be honest, I don't feel this is anything wrong. I don't think you're doing anything that you should not be doing already. Because this is a really strong card for you. This is something that gives you this freedom. And I feel like this is maybe you getting battle ready, to be perfectly honest. You're getting this sort of armor around yourself, and you're saying, no, I'm not allowing anybody to come in and annoy me. I'm not letting anybody dull my shine. I'm not anybody manipulate me, I think is the word that we want to use for that one. And then we have the beautiful card of the Four of Wands, which is harmony, home, marriage even. And it really goes well with the Queen of Pentacles because she is all about the home, like I say. Even if you want to change the position of a sofa, that's something about your home to reflect you. And I think that this is coming in now with the Four saying you will have the ability to found something stable into next year. 2019 is going to be a very strong year depending on your numerology. It's a year 3 universally, but it may impact your personal year a little bit differently. But it does feel a little bit like you don't have to address as much after you've done some clearing out, and you can actually found yourself, lay the foundations so much better than you had before. And this is something I think that's coming up for some people, but you seem to just be kind of scaling back a little bit. You're not saying, okay, I'm going to not be a Leo anymore, because I love my Leos. And I think that you have a quality that is just a quality. And that I think is really strong in you this month, but it's kind of scaled down a little bit. Maybe you're taking the time to rest before you bounce back in January, but it does feel like you need this time. It feels like you need to calm something about yourself. Let's have a look and see what's coming in here. Maybe even that you've had the drama already, and now you're overcoming the drama of whatever it was. Okay, let's just see. Whoop, okay, this one literally flew out. Okay, so let me just put that down. Moon cycles. So this says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So with this one for you guys, I feel that you will be connecting with your emotional self. The moon represents a lot of subconscious energy, really strong energy for you. Also, your imagination and things that you want to progress in the future. This to me feels like it's saying that you have peace coming in. You have feelings of settling a little bit and like, okay, and I hate the word settle, but in this one it's the right way of saying it. You're kind of, the dust is falling away and you're not as blind anymore as to some certain things. And it feels as though you are now seeing incredibly clearly and you have this ability to sort of progress yourself and nurture yourself in such a strong way. And it feels as though there's a lot going on in regards to this build up that's coming in. And I honestly believe that there's a lot going on for you, in this cycle. I mean, we just had the full moon in Gemini, which was heavy. I mean, you wouldn't think so with it being a Gemini moon. I mean, I'm Gemini moon, but I felt it so much. It was so heavy, and people are still having the effects of this. Everything about communication is haywire with Mercury retrograde. So I feel like there's a lot going on in regards to all this kind of cycles and the moon. Next moon, I believe, is going to be in Cancer. So the full moon, I mean. So this is going to be kind of interesting for you guys, I feel. There's going to be this sensitivity, and you're going to feel the home fires burning. And maybe you're going to feel something like, okay, I need to scale back now. Because I do think that a lot of you are very strong in your home life at the moment. Some of you may want to readjust how you put your roots down. And that's fine. You can achieve that. You can really, absolutely achieve that. But I just feel that there's this new beginning that's coming in, this new feeling that's going to work for you guys, and this kind of sensitivity that comes up as well. I just noticed that I had some comments come up live, and I'm so sorry I didn't see them before. But hello, and thank you ever so much for joining me. I'm afraid that this is kind of the end of the reading now. But thank you everybody for your support. If you want a reading from me, as this was general, the link is down below for personal readings. I am doing 2019 readings very soon on the channel, but you can order your 2019 forecast from me now by clicking the link below. And if you do want to let me know how things go, I wish you all the very best. I really do feel that you're gonna hit your stride running now, and looking forward to 2019. Take care, everybody. Much love, and I'll speak to you all soon.